So it sounds like the Jets are going to get Aaron Rodgers, and I think everybody is excited about it, but I don't think anybody has stopped and asked themselves this question. Is that a good idea? Like, seriously, I know it sounds great. Aaron Rodgers was an MVP just a year ago, 2-time MVP just a couple years ago. He's Aaron Rodgers. They're the Jets. All they needed was a quarterback. Makes sense. But I have some questions. Aaron Rodgers, not a young man. Aaron Rodgers, closer to 40 than he is to 30. Let me double check. I think he's 39. He's 39. And he'll turn 40 during the season. Now, I know we saw Tom Brady do it forever. But there was evidence last year that maybe Aaron Rodgers isn't going to age quite like Tom Brady. He did not play great last year. Had a notably worse season than he had before. Now, he was injured. You can point to many things. My thing is with Aaron Rodgers, he's had all of those things go wrong around him before, and it's never mattered. Injury, guys go down around him. He's looked like the same guy. But something happened this year where he just didn't look like the same guy. He looked cooked. And I think we're operating on this as if this is the Aaron Rodgers from the last few years ago. But this might be an Aaron Rodgers who's closer to Matt Stafford than he's ever been in his career. I mean, everything was down for him last year. They were not a good football team. He was healthy. He put up some of the most, not pedestrian, like his bad years is like Baker's great year, but Baker's best year was like, a 12th ranked season. So he's putting up numbers that are good, but not great. Again, they're Matt Stafford level numbers. And you have to ask yourself, is that good enough to put the Jets over the top? And you also have to ask yourself, is that where it's going to stop? Is he going to plateau there? Is he going to get better? There's a great chance that he gets worse. And we're just like, yeah, A-Rod to New York. Also, A-Rod in New York. This dude who, look, I don't really care about who Aaron Rodgers is off the field or anything like that. But Aaron Rodgers, man, he's known to be a jerk. Like, this is not new news. People have been saying this dude's been a jerk since like 2009. Like, it's not new. He's never even tried to pretend as if he's this lovable guy. He's been known as a jerk. You gonna put that dude in New York? You gonna put the probably the guy who comes off the least likable, just from personality? You gonna put that dude in New York? The guy who hates the media. You're gonna put that guy in New York? Okay. Look, I could be wrong. The Jets could win the Super Bowl next year. But I see a million ways that this can go wrong. Aaron Rodgers is old. He don't like the media. And you going to put him in New York. There's going to be massive expectations for Aaron Rodgers and this team in year one. When he's 39 years old, turning 40, and you're going to put that in New York. And the assumption, like, I don't think there isn't a chance that this could be good. What's bothered me is the assumption that this will be good. I don't know. There is stuff on the field that makes me worry. Like, what if Aaron's just not that guy anymore? He's not going to be trash, but he's going to be a step below. And if he's a step below, then, like, is he enough? And then also, what is the new environment going to do for Aaron Rodgers? Because Aaron Rodgers ain't never been in nowhere like New York before in his playing career. He played football at Cal and then played his career in Green Bay. And I know that the game has gotten more nationalized, right? Like, the fan bases have gotten more nationalized. Media has gotten more nationalized as social media and everything has come in. But there's a difference between everything you do in Green Bay, not everybody caring about that because everybody ain't there, versus when you do anything in New York, everybody is there. You go on a date in New York, that's going to be on the tabloids. You break up with your girlfriend in New York, that's going to be front page news. You do ayahuasca in New York, that's going to be on the front page and it's going to be giant news. You argue with somebody, you get a bad confrontation with somebody, you fight somebody over a bill and you're Aaron Rodgers in New York, that's front page news. Aaron Rodgers does not strike me as somebody who enjoys living in a fishbowl. And he just might put himself in the biggest fishbowl known to man called New York City. Think about all the, like, as much as LeBron loves attention, he ain't never gone there because it's too much attention. Like, really, LeBron James, who, look, I love LeBron, but LeBron loves attention. He feels like New York is too much attention for him, and he's LeBron James. Like, it's one thing to be a nobody in New York. Nobody's going to care. But Aaron Rodgers is not a nobody. He's a somebody. And unfortunately, he's a somebody who's on the downturn of his career, it seems like. And if he has a downturn in his career in New York, of all places, this is going to be a disaster. Like, again, I'm not assuming it's going to fail. I'm also not assuming it's going to be successful. I think this is a risky proposition. That's my official take on it. But the fact that nobody else thinks this is kind of risky, kind of surprising. And I remember I felt this exact same way about the Denver Broncos last year, where I was like, y'all don't think that could not work? You know what I mean? They brought over this dude that nobody respects to be the coach, and then Russ is going to just show up there. And y'all really think the roster, like, y'all really think that this Denver thing just automatically going to take off just because you're saying they're a quarterback away? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's incredibly interesting to me that this feels to me more like the Russ trade than it feels like a new day for the Jets. And I root for the Jets. Well, not root for the Jets. I'm not a Jets fan, but I root for Jets fans. I feel their pain. I just look at this and I think, boy, there's a lot of ways this can go horrible. And I'm shocked that nobody else sees that. Like, there are so many ways that this can go bad. There are so many red flags to me that are popping up about it, but everybody is blinded because it's Aaron Rodgers in New York. But like, yo, it's Aaron Rodgers, dude who famously does not believe 9/11 was like a thing that actually happened in New York City. You don't think there's a potential for this to go wrong? They're like on and off the field. Not just Aaron Rodgers, dude who believes in 9/11 conspiracy theories, because there's a lot of people in New York that believe 9/11 conspiracy theories. Granted, they're not usually the quarterback of the New York Jets. It's not just that. It's that he's Aaron Rodgers and he believes these things and he says these things. And he's in New York and he's 39. This man is going to be a walking headline at 39 years old. And again, he wasn't good last year. Well, he wasn't bad last year, but he wasn't Aaron Rodgers level good last year. Y'all don't think this could go wrong? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe we get to next year and people dunking on this video and saying, Quincy, you're an idiot for thinking this would have never worked, for having doubts here. And the Jets are winning the Super Bowl and Jets fans are jumping on my grave. Cool. Dope. Happy for you, Jets fans. I know how long you have suffered. One of my best friends in college was a Jets fan. I watched that pain. I want y'all to have success. But I'm just asking the question like, yo, y'all don't think this could go wrong? It's the Jets too. Like we ain't factoring. It's the Jets too. It's the Jets, dog. It can go wrong. It can go wrong. All right. Now, if I'm right, I want my flowers. But if I'm wrong, I'll take the L. But I'm just shocked that nobody thinks this is going to go wrong. That's interesting to me.